Hey mama, welcome back to the Energized Mompreneur. If you've ever wished that you had more hours in the day, you felt stuck in constant busy mode, or ended the day wondering where all your time went, well, this episode is just for you. Today, we're talking about how to get more done in less time without the overwhelm. Because let's be real, as moms, we just don't have to-do list. We literally have never-ending list. Am I right? But the good news is you don't need to hustle harder. You just need better strategies to make your time work for you. So you have my full permission. Go grab your coffee or matcha or hey, blue spirulina magic drink. That's what I'm all about. And let's dive in and get you unstuck. Welcome to the Energized Mompreneur podcast, the go-to spot for ambitious, faith-filled moms who are raising babies and building dreams. I'm Cheyanne Clayman, your host. I'm a homeschooling mama of three, a believer, entrepreneur, and your biggest cheerleader as you learn to chase what matters without burning out. Around here, we believe God gave you those babies and that business for a reason, and you don't have to choose one over the other. You were made to do both with joy, purpose, and energy. Each week, I'm dishing out quick, practical episodes packed with business strategy, mindset shifts, energy hacks, and good old real life encouragement. So you can stay lit up in your life and business, all while keeping your priorities in check and your heart anchored in Him. Let's break free from the hustle and step into the kind of motherhood and entrepreneurship that lights you up from the inside out. So go ahead, grab that iced coffee, get the toddler a snack or three, and let's dive in. Okay, before we dive in, let's get real. Let's be honest about why we feel like we never have enough time. First and foremost, I don't know, maybe this is just me, but I know it's not me, is we're always multitasking. I used to wear this around as a badge of honor. I used to think I can do so many things all the time and get so much done, but I'll never forget when this came crashing down on me when I was in probably my mid to late 20s, and I had a mentor of mine speak out point blank and say, "Shy, when you're doing a lot of things, you're not doing anything well." And I was like, wait, but, oh, wow, shoot, she's right. You know, while we're multitasking, we think we're being productive, but really at the end of the day, we're just splitting our energy in a million directions, right? So we can't ever really focus on anything that matters because we are stretched thin doing probably too many things that are just not priorities. Another reason why we feel like we don't have enough time is we just spend too much time on, quote, busy work. Instead of focusing on what actually moves the needle, we get caught up in cleaning, organizing, or scrolling Instagram for research, right? I mean, no judgment. I do it too. I've got a whole tab of Instagram reels for research, but it just is something that sneaks up on us sometimes. We feel like we have to do these things, and probably more often than not, we don't. And we also just don't have a system. We don't have a system that works for us. Maybe we have a system, but it probably was created by some fancy schmancy, amazing mom guru that's online that has a totally different lifestyle than us. Traditional planners and productivity hacks weren't designed for moms with little kids interrupting us every 5 minutes. So if you've been feeling this way, you are not failing. What I would argue you need is just a new approach. So let's go. Let's talk about it. Let's talk real life productivity. Speaking of, we're only 2 minutes in, and I don't know if you guys have been watching your clock, but we're about to get to the nitty gritty because at the Energized Mompreneur, I ain't got time to mess around, and neither do you. So we're diving in. We're going to talk about productivity for moms who have kids, interruptions, and chaotic schedules. Okay. So first and foremost, your first step is going to be to time block your energy, not just your tasks. Most planners tell you to schedule tasks at specific times, right? I've always been a big planner and I love planners. So this is not a hate about planners, but I've realized it doesn't always work for me, and I'm setting myself up to fail because I just don't have the energy to do all the things that I think I need to do. So when was the last time your day actually went as planned? Be real. Here, I'll pause for a second. Yep, if you're like me, I can't even name a day, probably before I got married. So my goal for you, my encouragement to you would be to instead plan your day based on your energy levels, okay? So if you broke your day into energy levels, think about your most average day and when do you feel your best, right? Are you a morning person? Are you an afternoon person? Are you an evening person? I don't know about you, but I feel that I used to be a more evening person before kids or when I was in college, but now that I am 37, I am much more of a morning person. So an average day based on my energy levels goes like this. So the morning equals creative work or deep focus. So that's really kind of before the chaos of the day hits. Afternoon, I do more repetitive tasks. That's often when sometimes the afternoon slump hits or there are just lulls in my day. So things that I don't have to think about so much. So say folding laundry, doing emails, cleaning out the dishes. And then evening this is something that I will be honest, I aim for, but I don't always hit it, is rest and connection, not catching up on work. I've gotten a lot better at this. I used to put my kiddos to bed and then try to get in some more work at night, but I realized that as much as I would get a little bit ahead in my business, I started feeling behind with my husband and also just the connection with God that I have and also myself. And my work was also just never as great and never as spectacular as when I would tackle it earlier in the day. So step two is the one big thing. I'm doing air quotes, the one big thing rule. So instead of making a long, overwhelming to-do list, pick one thing on your list that absolutely needs to get done today. Okay, so this is going to help you create a win instead of feeling like you didn't do enough. And what I would suggest is if you can bring that thing into your energy, right? Your energy level, most productive time. So for me, that would be in the morning, is not saving it to the end, even if it's a larger task and it's going to take more time. If we think consciously and set ourselves up for success about that one big thing earlier in the week, chances are we can probably set ourselves up to succeed. So whether that's making sure that I do my laundry on a different day so I don't have that piling up on me that day, or if I make sure I ask my husband or a girlfriend to do a play date or to get the kids out of the house so I can focus on this task, creating that win is going to do so much more for you than actually get that just accomplished and off your list. It's probably going to surge your energy levels so that you even get more done because you're going to feel so good about accomplishing that. And finally, we're to your third step, and that's use the power of 15-minute sprints. As a former runner, I kind of shudder at the word sprints. I'm much more of a long distance girl. So I used to think, okay, power hours. Yes, I love power hours. And I would save up all this stuff to do when my son naps. Well, mamas, what happens when your kid doesn't nap, right? It's like everything can fall apart if we don't learn to do things in a more sprint mode, right? So you don't actually need 2 or 3 hours when your kid naps. You just need 15 focus minutes to make progress. So chances are there's little moments in the day where you can set a timer, and if you know what you're about to do, you will succeed. So what I would suggest is setting a timer, go all in, and then stop. That is the key, is setting 2 timers. One for the start and one for the stop. You will be amazed at what you get done. So here we go. We are at my favorite part of every episode. Like I said to you guys earlier, I am a practical, I am a step taker. And I want to make sure that when you listen to these episodes that you go take action, or else it doesn't matter, right? And so I want to make sure this is applicable and easy for you to do. So your action step this week, your challenge this week, is to try just one of these productivity hacks for just one day. My goal is to help you actually make this a habit and put it into practice day after day after day, but focus on one thing just one day. So either 1, plan your tasks around your energy, not the clock. 2, choose one big thing to accomplish daily. And 3, use a 15-minute sprint for deep focus. If you're an overachiever, and I feel like you are if you're listening to this podcast, feel free to, once you have knocked out and rocked one of these things a few days in a row, feel free to add another one. And then come DM me. Let me know at the Energized Mompreneur on Instagram. and on Facebook and on LinkedIn, and tell me which one worked best for you. And if you're ready to finally take care of your energy, your productivity, and daily routine, if you want more of this in a very structured and strategic, tailored way for yourself, well, that's exactly what I do inside the Energized Mompreneur method. If you want a step-by-step plan to simplify your life, get more done, and actually feel good again, join me inside. I've got that link right in the show notes below. Thank you guys for giving me this precious time. I know your time is so valuable, so thank you. And I want to just speak life over you and say that you are doing your best, and that is more than enough. You keep pursuing those God-given dreams and do not give up. If this episode blessed you, please feel free to share it with another mompreneur who needs it, who needs that structure in her life, who needs to stop feeling overwhelmed. And make sure you encourage her. Send her a little love today and let her know why she means so much to you. And if you guys would let me know how much this podcast means to you as well, is head on over to Apple Podcasts and write me a quick little 5-star review. It really does wonders for that algorithm and boosts this podcast so that more mamas get this nourishment and this encouragement and support that they need to keep pursuing their best life. I hope you keep pursuing your best life today. Go get working on that actionable step, and I will see you on the next episode of the Energized Mompreneur podcast.